Most people assume a queen would never dare kill her own husband. But one Scottish queen got caught up in one of the most suspicious royal murders in British history. We're talking about Mary Queen of Scots and the scandalous death of her second husband, Lord Darnley. Here's how the whole messy thing unfolded. This event became one of the biggest royal scandals ever, directly impacting the Queen's reign and legacy. Mary became Queen of Scotland as a baby. She returned home as a young widow, needing a strong husband, and in 1565 married her cousin, Henry Stuart, Lord Darnley. At first, it seemed like a good match. Darnley was tall, handsome, and had royal blood. But the facade quickly crumbled. The marriage took place in 1565, uniting two powerful royal lines, but personal differences soon overshadowed political advantages. Darnley turned out to be arrogant, violent, and a heavy drinker. He demanded the crown matrimonial, which meant equal power, but Mary flatly refused him. The relationship reached its absolute breaking point, with a brutal act of violence that rocked the Scottish court. Darnley joined a group of nobles who murdered Mary's secretary, David Rizzio, right in front of her while she was pregnant. The trust was irreparably destroyed. Mary later gave birth to their son James, who would become King of England and Scotland, but for Mary and Darnley, the marriage was dead. Then, on the night of February 9, 1567, the shocking event that defined Mary's reign occurred. Darnley was staying at Kirkfield in Edinburgh. Late that night, the house was violently blown up with gunpowder. But here is the twist. When Darnley's body was found in the garden, he hadn't died from the blast. He was strangled, along with his servant. The big question everyone asked was, who was responsible for this calculated murder? The investigation and aftermath were swift and damaging. Many fingers immediately pointed at Mary. She had visited Darnley earlier that evening, and many believed she knew about the plot, desperate to be rid of her terrible husband. The main suspect was the powerful Earl of Bothwell, thought to be Mary's lover. Just 3 months after Darnley's death, Mary controversially married Bothwell, which looked incredibly bad. The Scottish nobles revolted, convinced of her involvement. Civil war broke out, forcing Mary to abdicate the throne and flee to England. Mary always denied having anything to do with Darnley's death, maintaining that she was the victim. While she didn't personally commit the crime, most historians believe she was at least aware of the plot to eliminate her husband. The damage to her reputation was permanent. This dark saga became one of the biggest scandals in royal history, ending her rule in Scotland. A queen, a bad marriage, and a husband blown up then strangled, all in the name of power.